Welcome to Sunday afternoon stream. My apologies. I actually had the wrong time written down. So my apologies for being late. And yeah, I actually had 1 o'clock written down. So good thing that Harry messaged me. So welcome everybody. It is Night of the Dead. We'll be doing wave 19 and 20 today. And I think we need to just build a railgun. This is the last thing we haven't really built on this yet. So what do we need to do a railgun? I need an engine and a solenoid. I think the solenoid is over here. And it's hidden behind Master Technician. I need 500 research to do that. Where are we going to get 500 research? So the only place I know of to get 500 research is through looting. And we pretty much looted everything with the exception of the prison. So, I believe we need to go to the prison. Why? Because we need research papers. And let's go in here, graphics. Close enough, save, continue. That's better. Too bright the other way. So I've got an idea for my new base. And it's going to kind of take a little bit from the downtown base, what I was trying to achieve. Hey, Harry, give me a moment. Thanks for the reminder, Harry. I had the time wrong. So, as I was starting to say, the idea I have for the base, depending on where I put it, could be complete cheese, or yeah, I actually did catch it. It popped up, and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, oh shoot! That's when I looked at the time. It's like, oh, I have the wrong time. So I appreciate that. One of the things we're trying to address now with the new zombies is obviously how they path and attack and whatnot. So we need to find a way to control the zombies' pathing. Oh, that's just annoying. Get back here, you jerk. So we need to find a way to control their pathing and stop them from destroying it. Ah, hey, Scritty. So I don't know if you remember my reason for doing the downtown base is I wanted to try and control the zombies a little bit more when they dropped and how they came back up into the area. So right now, one of the issues we have is that when the zombies get knocked off by the pendulums, they have a tendency to want to hit those. I got a better one than that, Harry. I don't know if you can see the screenshot that I put up yesterday on Steam. But if I did it that way, that would be the ultimate cheese. I am going to actually get them up in the air, and I am going to get them to drop And I'm not going to use any stairs. There won't even be an elevation change, but they are going to drop. Oh wait, this way. Again, my apologies for being late for the start. I got sidetracked playing the sorcery mod with Ali, so. This way. Prison's over here. I got 139 research. I need 500. Well, do you want me to ruin the spoil the surprise, or do you want me to just build it on the next series? She is. She is, Gertie. Hey, Misfit. Both of us are actually having a lot of fun on the sorcery mod. I actually had to stop myself yesterday from playing an extra 3 days. Ali was saying, I was wondering if you were going to stop playing or not. I got to play it another 3 days yesterday. I'm enjoying that mod. And I was just starting to get some of the hang of, you know, how the skill tree was working and what to do. You know, I kind of like the mod because it's not super intense. All I can say, Harry, is go on to Steam and see that. Look at the screenshot I shared from yesterday. And that'll give you an idea. We will eventually, at some point, Gritty. Ali's just been pretty adamant. She's like, if we're going to stream together, I can't do more than about 3 hours. You can't sit at the computer for anything longer than that, so. Now imagine instead of in that location, I like that location because, I mean, that would just be pure cheese, that one. Hey, look, there's an anarchist here. Yeah, like our 12-hour playthrough. How can you not even attack me at that point? Oh, so one of the things I'm looking to do, I've had a couple people ask me about it in comments, is I'm hoping to have my own Discord set up for the community sometime this week. Hey, Chris. Well, as long as you can stay, that's great. So if I set up the Discord, we can share pictures of our different bases and different things that we're trying. Yeah. Because I'd like to see some of Danny's bases. And I know Josh put up a little 7-minute video the other day. So if any of you go into comments and see a comment by Josh Ua, so it's Josh space capital UA. He put up a little 7-minute video. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but well, and I think if we do it there, it's only going to be the people in this community. And I would hope that, you know, it's at least a safe space if, you know, you're unsure of putting up a video or something like that. You can put up the video there without having to open yourself up to criticism on YouTube. Hey, Super Gaming, how you doing today? And then the other thing I'm looking at doing is I've got a G Portal server that right now is set up for Night of the Dead. Sorry, set up for 7 Days to Die. But I'm not really using it anymore for 7 Days to Die. So I'm thinking of converting it to a Night of the Dead server. And so then we can have a community server where we can go in and have everybody playing together, up to 10 people. Yeah, Chris, that was one of the things I've been talking about, is I think because they brought in electricity so early that it's really taken away some of the difficulty of the game. Like, as long as you can get the electricity, and that will be where the issue comes in, is can you get electricity on Legend? Can you get in there for day 6, sneak in to the hey, Fish and Chips, I love the name, man. So is it halibut or cod? That was easy. So, to finish that train of thought, which I'm brutal at not finishing trains of thought. Ah, pollock. Okay, that's nice too. I'm kind of a West Coast and North America person, so halibut's my favorite fish and chips, but pollock's good too. Oh, stag! Yeah. So can you get the books early game? So say playing on Legend, can you get in there in the first 3-4 days to get the books that you need? Because previously you could play on the high difficulties and you didn't have to go into the city at all. Okay, we're going to go double-handed. Two-handed. Let's go the two-handed. I think the swing arc on this wouldn't be good inside. You did say you were going to do that, didn't you, Skirty? You're like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some manwich. I keep trying to use the scroll wheel. I got out of that habit because I hadn't played 7 days for a while. Okay, Harry. Which one? This one, fish and chips? You need 2 giants. Not yet, Robert. Not yet. So this one you make in the mechanical bench, the same place you make the flamethrower and the regular lightsaber. And you need 2 of the chips dropped by the giants. You're welcome. Other than the chip, it doesn't really take anything special to make. And you seem to run just as fast with it as you do the double, or the single-handed one. The one thing I'm unsure of, I don't know how good it will be indoors. It seems to be just fine indoors. Whereas the sword doesn't do well indoors. The lightsaber seems to do just fine. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Skirty. That's kind of eerie. Where'd that crawler go? There it is. So we're trying to get 500 research papers. 326. So, welcome to all the new subscribers over the last week or so. Thank you very much. It's been absolutely incredible. And again, big shout out to Cage. Thank you very much for the shout out. It's been amazing the response I've gotten. So all of you, if you haven't already done that, please go over and show Cage some love, please. Okay, so we're going to come over across, I think there's a couple green, like a green down here and a white, maybe an exploder. I can't remember. Thanks, Gritty, but you know what? Things can be kind of... I've seen some really good streamers and stuff like that, and they just, because of whatever it might be, they weren't in early enough. Nice, Danny. I think sometimes we forget that, you know, not just the small channels that need the likes and comments, the big channels need it too. Because if their likes and comments go down, they don't get the, they won't get the ad revenue. Oh, there's the green over there, okay. Because their ad revenue is based on the number of views, and if you take a look, I mean, Cage has 350,000 subscribers. And some of his videos are only getting, 10,000 views. That's pretty poor. I'm not saying it's poor on him. I'm just saying it doesn't help him with his ad revenue. So you know what? Get over there, give him a like. He's been doing this for a long time. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Leave a like, leave a comment. I think I've explained before that if you leave a like, it's kind of worth 1 point. If you leave a comment, it's worth 1 point. If you leave a like and a comment, it's worth 4 points. If that makes sense to you. It has that much more It's got that much more pull on the... Hey, Petros! Almost there. I want to build that railgun. So yeah, sorry, as I was saying, you know, so leaving a like and a comment holds double the power of just leaving one or the other, or quadruple the power, as far as the algorithm goes. And the comment doesn't have to be anything insightful. It doesn't have to be... It doesn't have to be long. It just has to... You can just go, amazing. You can just go comment. It has the same weight. Hey, John. Well... I need research papers because I'm shy on research. So I'm out getting research. I think I've got enough research now too. Yep, I needed 500 research. Hey, Judah. If I can, Misfit, it was not something that I planned on to begin with. Yeah, I don't think it's something most people know, Danny. So how are you liking the game, Judah? Petros. So to go back to Misfit, he asked, are you trying to get monetized? And when I first posted, I think it was in September last year, so I think it was near the end of September. So let's say, 10 months. Yeah, so when I started 10 months ago, if you've watched some of my older videos and streams, you'll know I really kind of just did it, one, to kind of show my son that it wasn't that difficult to do, and just the videos don't have to be perfect, just get them up there and maybe people will start to watch them. It is pretty good, Philip. And some of it seems to be. Oh, inventory full. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't know what I'm looking for, Misfit, in terms of a lot of this stuff. Definitely don't need cloth. I don't need that. Come on. I don't need that. So I will take the plastic instead. Like, I know there's all sorts of ways to monetize. You can... People have told me I should go over to Twitch. You know, once you get monetized on here, you can do... And Scritty's mentioned it, you know, merchandise. I mean, there's all sorts of ways. If I'm just like, if I could monetize and I could actually pay for my games and my internet, I'd be ecstatic. Right? If it paid for my internet use, woohoo! Which might not be much in where you guys are from, but it costs me about $150 a month for my internet. Yeah, I used that before, Chris. Well, to give you an idea, yeah, that translates to probably about 120 US, Gritty. But I do have a 1G service. So to give you an idea with the difference between Twitch and I wasn't aware of this, I just saw a video on it. Twitch and YouTube and even Facebook, because some people are starting to stream on Facebook. So Twitch, when you give bits and stuff like that to the streamer, my understanding is that Twitch takes 50% of it. So that's a lot. Well, that's a good deal, Danny. Everyone's about the same up here, whether it's fiber or I'm on broadband. YouTube takes, so if you've got a super chat and you've got people donating to you through that during your streams, YouTube takes, I believe it's 30%. And Facebook takes nothing. It looks like it is a large percentage. Get there, please. Hey, Alexi. Welcome from Canada. Yeah, our internet and cell service in Canada is one of the most expensive in the world. I don't Well, he's got to get that rocket up in the air, right? Got to win that space race. Yeah, so I'm 1 gig. Hey, Monta, how you doing? So, if you guys can, if you're talking directly to me, and this hasn't been an issue previously, but sometimes there's so many people in chat that I'm missing comments to myself that you mean towards me. If you can see what Danny's doing at the @GJS Gaming, if you can do that, I'll be sure to see your comment. And if I miss something, I do apologize. It's not deliberate on my part that I'm not paying attention to you. It just, sometimes there's just so much going on, I'm missing them, and I do apologize. Hey, Abdullah. Well, I feel bad when I've missed things. Okay, let's get that research done. Actually, you know what? It's funny, Misfit. Somebody came in. It was John. I think it was John. No, Henry. Henry was in the stream yesterday for 7 Days to Die, and he made a comment. Oh, there's not many people in the stream today, and there was like 17 people, and it was funny because prior to 2 months ago, 17 people in any of my streams would have been a lot of people in one of my streams. Alton, how you doing? Good afternoon from the eastern side of the continent. Alton Gaming, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. If you're at all interested in that sorcery mod, he's the gentleman to go watch. Well, I mean, don't stop watching me, but, you know, he's much more experienced than I am. Looks like we could end up with some buffering. I don't know what's going on. I need to actually sit down tomorrow and take a look at my computer and just see what the heck it's doing. Okay, so we need a battery. So, need plugs and battery. Okay. Not yet, Philip, there isn't. Yes, Judah, once you leave the island, technically you've beaten the game. Oh, thanks, Judah. How do you leave the island, Monte? You complete the journal entries, which we now need to go to the prison. That's the last one we have to do, right? Yeah, we need to go to the prison. You get the journal entries. No worries with... I don't have a big issue with caps or anything like that. I'm good. There you go. Danny answered the question, Judah. So you have to complete the quest, and then you need to repair a radio and you call for help. Oh, it doesn't quite reach. Son of a gun. Okay, let's do this instead. Nope, not stranded deep. Can this one make it? What? Oh! Didn't jump. I wasn't running. Can this one get there? Okay, so that one can get there. That'll start charging that battery. So as long as you're running, when you leave, you're good. When you jump. No, they still haven't completed the ending. Okay, so now I need to do a switch. Hey, Cedric. Yeah, it's changed a bit from when you first came and watched a couple of the... This has to be put vertically? Oh, come on, that... In that case, let's just do it this way. We're going to put this one back into this one here. We'll take this one, and if we run, and don't hit that, see, if you land on something, you get hurt. Only the one is really hooked up. Did I hook that into the wrong spot? I did. Okay. That would be interesting then. Yeah, Cedric, it actually, the electricity completely changes the game. It's not even close to being the same game anymore. So yeah, the game is... you're welcome, Alexi. John, I'm still trying to figure out all the switches myself. It's one of the reasons. So, the AND switch, I believe they both have to be the same. So, in order for them to pass, they either have to both be ones or both be zeros. The OR switch is it can be one or the other. The XOR, as my understanding, can be anything. I didn't grab a log. Oh, I did the long route. Dang it. No, I suppose I could just build the railgun right here beside this, couldn't I? What the heck? Let's build it there. If it will build there. It may not. I can't even build that there. In that case, let's do this. And that won't build because of... Oh, I hate this hitbox. The hitbox is ridiculous, and I just lost ammunition again. I've never liked the way the hitboxes work on this game. You can be facing away from something and destroy it. Okay, that's not what I read, Philip, but again, as I said, I'm new to the electricity and the gates and everything like that. I'm sure the way I'm doing it right now, there's a much simpler way to do all of it. So I still need even more research because I need this. I need 250. Hey, Frederick. Yeah, I was watching somebody's video on that, and they had a couple switches set up, and it did take a few seconds for things to change over. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just upgraded to the latest OBS, the version of OBS, and I seem to be having all sorts of problems since upgrading the software. Okay, so that's that part done. Let's see if we can get the railgun made, and then we'll figure out what we need to do. I'll come back here. Yeah, I am streaming at 1080p, so you should be able to view it in 1080p. That's a bit of a glitch. That really depends. No, it's not you, Philip. It's my OBS. I'm going all over the place. So Alexi, no, you don't have to put traps on the ground. I do because it helps to soften the zombies up so that they don't start attacking the foundations as much as they used to. So railgun, we need a trap machine. Can I still build a trap machine? I can. Trap machine. I need a plug, a Veristar, a solenoid, and an engine. So plug, Veristar, an engine, and what do I need for a solenoid? Holy doodle, 15 copper. Oh, doesn't look like we're doing that just yet. We need to go hit and find some copper. So hopefully we don't get the giant tonight. Kelly, I already have the rocket launcher. I'm building the railgun just to build the railgun. I know it's going to fry the system. I'm not that concerned about it. It's really just to kind of show the railgun. Right? Part of the idea with this is to show everything that's new about the game. Where is this one going to? That one's going to the switch, which I think is for that. These three are going to the switch that is for... Okay, I did add in the third battery for the... But that one's not upgraded. Where is it? Nope, I guess they are all upgraded. That's not upgraded. Okay. So we'll just have to, hopefully we won't get the giant tonight on wave 19. We'll get it for wave 20. And if we get two giants, The railgun should take out one. Now I'm going to build a railgun right there. Right on that pillar. Apparently my suspended power pole is cheating the game. Kelly, you see burning Greg all the time anyways. I tend to set myself on fire quite often. That won't be anything new. Okay. How much ammunition do I have? 471. Okay, I'm good. So yeah, we'll hit the assembly. Samson, the railgun is just for the sake of building the railgun. Yes, it's going to fry. So yeah, the railgun's not gonna, it's gonna fry the system. I just hope that, and we'll see. It'll be a learning experience for all of us. Does it fry everything else around it as well? And if it does, then I do a whole bunch of repairing. But that's what iron pieces are for. And before it fires, I'll actually disconnect the battery. I'll need to build a controller for down there too, won't I? Because I want to have it on giant only. So that'll take a little bit to build as well. I guess we'll see, Kelly. As you know, I'm not against running on the street to do the wave. So if I kill my base, then I... Nice one, Danny. I'm not against running in the street with the zombies, so... If I fry the base, then I get on the ground and I run. And then people know a little bit more about what the railgun is all about. Actually, in my case, Danny, I mean, I know the saying is hold my beer, but it'd probably be more hold my margarita. I'm going to go to survival. I want a little bit of redemption from the last survival playthrough. And there's a couple things I want to test at a slightly lower difficulty to see how easy it is to get in. To get in, what am I talking about? To get in, get in, get in. Oh, to get in for the books, right? Because that's going to be the big thing. So, previously, like on my 1200 playthrough, I didn't have to go near the city. Yeah, you can go higher than that now, right? There, Kelly Lee. And the big difference is you can turn the... Okay, that one is that. That one's there. That one's there. Turn that one on. So yeah, the difference now between going up to 1300 is you can turn the giants off and on. Now, I got a couple of things I still want to try out in terms of whether they're going to work. To the lab, to the hospital. I know I can get to the hospital. I know I can do it on survival, so maybe I don't know. So previously on the higher difficulties, you didn't have to go to the city, and I think that's why they made some of these changes. So if you've seen somebody playing Legend, they don't go into the city, they don't even try and do the journal entries. And I think the developers want people to have to go out and explore. And the way the game was playing previously, you didn't really have to go out and explore. Right? You could hang at your base, and if you had loot respawn on, you had your trees coming back after about 15 days and everything else in about 15 days, so you were always getting it back. Not that I play with loot respawn on, but you could. So now, with having to go into the city early game, because you need to get I unhooked something here. What did I unhook? Uh-oh. Okay, it looks like it froze up on me. Okay, everything seems to be working. On normal you can, Alexi, yes, most definitely. On the higher difficulties, you can't. It's just not possible. See, that guy's having trouble targeting over there. Is this one not hooked in? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay, hold on a second here. I gotta see where this... That's the heavy one going in here. Where is this one coming from? That one there. So that's wrong. That should be heavies. I think I kind of messed up my wiring when that thing hopefully the giant is still working. So where's the giant going to? Going up to there, and then up to there. Okay, good. Wait, hitting that button. We have 16 of those, good. Okay, we are already through a battery and a bit. Yeah, it is, Danny. What threw me off was the when that thing got taken down, I didn't rewire it after I put it back up. So this should be on heavy only. Yeah, so they're not seeing anything anymore. These are all just light guys coming in. Okay, I think I've got it wired back up properly again. Nice, I can come out and repair those too. So one thing this should do, because I'm hitting the heavy zombies, is they want to go and hit. They will run towards whatever fired at them and cause them damage. So that should pull even... No, I'm going to go to a different place. So because this is what's firing at them over there, these zombies are going to want to come and pass to get to this machine before they go and do anything else, which means they're going to come into this area and take damage. Got to be careful of those hook guys. I wanted to try and see, yeah, those are turning good. Well, I mean, we have, not that I've ever made them, but we have wall signs, so, you know, you could put up a wall sign if you wanted to. Ah, that would be the grappling hook guy. The guy with the axe, and the other thing, he will grab you and pull you down. That guy right there. He'll grab you. This base just kind of grew. It wasn't planned. I just kind of started to build it. And as things happened, I kind of refined how I was putting it together. The flamethrower is set to attack heavies. So if we come down here, the ballista and the flamethrower are only set to attack heavies. These ones down here will attack anything. So all of the more traditional traps are set to attack anything. Hey, No Man's Land. Yeah, they certainly don't look like a mortar. Or any kind of mortar I know of. So I mean, I haven't even used I mean, I can turn that back on. Let's get the guns involved. So, and the miniguns, I trigger them when I want to trigger them. You could hear the log thrower. So I did go through all my fuel, and I think I had 128 in there. I think I had about 600 in each of those, so not quite a couple hundred. Oh yeah, let's just do this. Just in case. Deactivate. Deactivate. So, no heavies came. No, sorry, no giants came. Well, somebody else, I can't remember who, if it was Michael or Murray, made comment about wave 19 for them was really intense. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Kelly Lee. So these haven't taken much damage the last few waves since I installed these. Okay, let's go in here. Turn that up. Nice, Harry. Pancakes? By the way, Kelly, I was looking for Kiwi as well, because he usually pops up if I light myself on fire. So the weakest part of this base, I think I've said it before, is right here, these stairs. If these stairs give way, then the whole base is kind of sunk. Okay, what did we get for research? 616 we can go research at, and now we can get to the... I mean, let's face it, big bases, they look cool. No copper? Oh, that blows. 3 copper ore. Five batteries. Oh my goodness. That's brutal. Okay. Let's do that research. Hey, Penelope. Okay, we need copper. At this point, you cannot do that, Manta. And yeah, that would be a little over OP. So I am going to need... Let's just take a look at the railgun. I've got that, all of that. The solenoid is going to require 15 copper, and then I need 5 cells. You know, I've been pretty lazy about going for copper so far this this playthrough. Hey, Salumax, how are you today? Did I say he, Harry? Genesis Sin, how you doing? Welcome. I have some stag. Deer, raven. Wolf. Pig and duck. Pig and duck. Eagle. I am doing well, Penelope. How are you? I am not going to be able to go any further with this because I've run out of copper. But we'll deal with this when we get back. The open. I'm not going down to the... I'm not going to the subway. I'm going to see if we can still get a bunch the old-fashioned way. So they are being, even in the subway, the stones are being a little bit more stingy on the amount of copper that they're giving you. It really seems like your best option for copper. Iron's great in the subway, you're right. But I just want to see what going up into the mountains does now. So far, not a single copper. Yeah, I think Riverstone is going to be their best place for copper, but I've already collected all the Riverstone. And I don't have loot respawn on. So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. But I do want to see what going up in the mountains gives you now. One copper ore. That would explain why we're not getting much copper out of the subway. Always has been, Danny. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've never been a fan with how it works. So copper always was a bit of a bottleneck, but it seems like it's even worse now. Particularly because they're not giving you much from the black rock. I guess I got 6 copper. That's not terrible. But I don't think it's coming at the rate it used to. So maybe because they put the subway in? They lowered the amount. No, I won't be doing that, Kelly. Good afternoon, Stephen. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the machines. I know you can do it through the machines. But if I sat here for an hour and a half, bouncing between machines and plantations, to get everything I need, that'd be, I don't know, I don't think that'd be great viewing. Very good chance of that, Chris. As they could have changed the way that they're doing their drop rates on things. And again, there really was no reason to go into the subway because it didn't give you anything previously, right? If you weren't trying to escape, there was no reason to go into the subway. Well, they can't say that anymore. Now there's a heck of a reason going to some. We will see, PJ. Penelope. I think it's the same reason, Chris, why they... Oh, who remembers TVs like that? My grandparents had one, and it actually would open up and there'd be a record player in the top as well. I know I got a second gun. Get rid of it. Don't need that. Don't need that. They can, Kelly. I think you'll find that the drop rate probably isn't much better than it is from stones. Yep, the big old console TVs. We never had one. My dad just had a really nice stereo that we weren't allowed to use as kids. Yeah, I haven't done the hospital yet. What do we have? A copper. Oh, we got 11 so far. Let's eat that. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that and that. Okay. So who remembers Weird Al's movie UHF. Or was that? That was UHF, wasn't it? Where are we at now? 15. Okay, so we've got enough to make the railgun, but not enough to make any ammunition. I remember trying to tell my kids that the first TV I remember us having as a family was a 14-inch black and white. And all of us sat around watching a 14-inch black and white TV. So this is the guy who dragged me off the platform. Jerky jerk that he is. Kind of funny, I was looking at a not it. I saw an advertisement for a new monitor. Not that I need a new monitor, but I was like, hey. And I think it's a 47-inch monitor, Samsung curved. Yeah, I don't think the railings do anything, Steve, and I had that up at one point as well. And I think the 47-inch monitor was like $1,000. And I had to laugh. Oh, I'll be making use of those, Harry. Just not for that. So I had to laugh at this ad for $1,000 for a 47-inch curved monitor. Basically, 3 monitors. I think it's 3 24-inch monitors. Something like that. Anyways, it's ridiculous. And I had to laugh because I remember the first LED monitor I bought was like $1,500, and it was 17 inches, I think. Oh, cassette depths. How about 8 tracks? Kiwi, how you doing, man? You missed it. I set myself on fire and Kelly was looking for you. He was like, where's Kiwi? You're on fire. That's great. That is amazing. Even. Well, I can remember in I believe it was 1983, maybe 84. We got a Commodore 64 with a external floppy drive, a dot matrix printer, and a 14-inch color CRT monitor. And I think it was about $4,000 for that whole setup. And it's funny because, you know, Commodore 64. Well, how much RAM did it have? None. Not really. It had 64K. It had no hard drive. But it did have cassettes that you could plug into it that would have programs that would run. Much like a gaming system did. I still have an old system at work that's running Windows NT, and we have a 14-inch CRT hooked up to it because the box is so old I can't hook a newer computer onto it, a newer monitor. No, I'm in the printing industry, so we've got an old it's an old computer to plate system. It still works, and we don't run, most of what we run now is digital, so we don't run a lot of plates, so it doesn't make sense to upgrade to a new plate system. So the system we're running, is running the old NT. I've had to buy parts. I actually had to find a motherboard for it because we lost part of the motherboard started to go. So I had to transfer everything onto the motherboard. Then I lost the mouse stopped working, and it's an old PS, the round interface for the mouse. And that was a pain trying to find a mouse to replace it. We can, Judah. We don't really specialize in that. We specialize more in manuals, brochures, small books, stuff like that. Well, what do you think? Do we have enough to head back? Oh, you want to talk about fun, Danny? I have to, with the Macs that we run, when the 64-bit system, the latest OS for Mac came out, I had a heck of a time trying to get it to communicate properly with Windows NT. And there's been one of the updates I had to, again, I had issues. I mean, I loved NT when it came out. It was such a stable. It was such a stable platform. So 2 hits for that guy. How many does this take? 1, 2, 3. That's not bad. Anything was better than that, Danny. Well, except for maybe Vista. Well, that's saying I actually never used Vista. I actually kept one of my boxes at work on XP until I could put Windows 10 on it. Because I didn't want even to put Windows 7 or Windows 8 on it. That's a good one there, Harry. I have not yet, Rocco Man. That'll probably come to bite me. Oh, let's go take out the white guy. I can't believe I haven't been here yet. I don't know if I've ever seen a three-legged chipmunk before. I've seen the odd three-legged squirrel. You know. I do remember DOS. I can't say I remember it fondly, though. It was much more simplistic, but yeah. It's like if I bring up a command prompt with the kids around, they kind of look at me like I'm a hacker or something. Hello, PJ. I think it glared at him before he shot the leg off. Oh yeah, DOS is still in Windows. It's still there. It's basically Windows is running on top of it. That's how Windows does most of it. I can remember when I was in university, one of the pieces of equipment we had made by a company called CompuGraphic. It basically used ribbon tape. And so you would actually, your program would be punched out on a ribbon that you would then take in a roll, and then you'd take the roll over to the output device and run it on the output device. I also in high school used a computer that used the punch cards. Johnny Castaway, oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in ages. Oh, that's funny, Stephen. I haven't thought it. Oh, my. Yeah, I can remember in computer lab in high school, we actually had the punch cards. And you were told to make sure that you numbered your punch cards. To make sure that if they got out of order, if you dropped them, you needed to put them back in order, otherwise your program wouldn't run. Oh, look it up, Danny. You got to look up. And we used to purposely when people's programs were coming off, we would actually take a card out as it was putting out the punch cards, if they weren't paying attention to them coming out, and then we would switch the position on them. And then their programs wouldn't run. And it wasn't that they hadn't done it right, they just shouldn't have not paid attention when it was outputting. Harry, was it up in the attic? We had squirrels in the attic in one place I lived in. It was a pain. I must say, Danny, I'm not that way. Okay, what do we have? We have, oh, we got lots. Let's head back. Oh, another stag. It must be stag day. I remember the TRS-80s. Now, if you remember the TRS-80s, did you have the green or the orange lettering? Did you have the green or the orange screen? See, we had some that had green and some that had orange. And it was, most of them had green. We only had a couple that had orange. And it was always a fight to get on the orange, to get on the orange ones. I just don't like the running animation with the two-handed swords. Well, you can. So I can press 1 again, and it just goes away. But yeah, it'd be nice if it automatically did it, although maybe not, because there are some times where I'm running and trying to hit things at the same time. Okay, that's pretty much fully charged. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Like trying to hit the bore while I'm running. If it was sheathed, if it sheathed automatically, then I wouldn't have that option, right? This is what I wish didn't. I wish these didn't break down quite as easily. I get it though. Okay, let's make the controller. Plug, switch, and transistor. I think it is. Plug. Inventory's full. Of course it is. Are you having fun, Penelope? Oh, as well, if you really want to catch a lot of animals, just set these up. You even get birds with them. Well, I'm glad to hear that there, Penelope. Okay, let's head up. Let's put stuff away again. Okay. Need a switch and a transistor. So, switch. Transistor. So let's go down and build the controller. Why am I going that way? Nope, that's gonna hurt. Oh. That was cool. Now that could get hit there, I understand that, but we'll deal with it at that point. And off. Yeah, you mentioned that one before, Harry. Wow, 50 viewers. Thank you very much. Okay, so now let's build that railgun. Okay, I need a... Baka. Let's build the railgun. What do we need? Need a plug. And I need a solenoid. So to do the solenoid, 15 copper. I have 11 there. So I need rebar and tape. Did I make tape or did I put it all away? Rebar. And then rope. I believe I have rope over here. Railgun, here we come. Maybe not. Ah. Hey, Adventure Bros, how you doing? No, they haven't, Rocco Man, they have not fixed the railgun. That doesn't mean we're not going to use it, though. Why? Because it'll be fun. You might get the odd problem with them, but not like what we get here. Even the windmills are a little bit ridiculous with how often they break down. Okay, so let's put some stairs. You know what? Yeah, let's do this instead. Let's put the stairs here. Do I need more than one platform to put this up? Okay, does this need a larger area to go on to? Yeah, that's what I just tried to do, Rocco Man, and it didn't work. So do I need to? Let's just try this. I don't, that's gonna block this from shooting backwards though. Ah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Rock. Adventure Bros. I'm enjoying playing it. Okay, so I have everything, right? Yes. Can I get it to place down anywhere? Okay, so it'll place lot. Okay. Oh, to heck with this. Let's do it a different way. Make sure I'm not destroying the mortar again. I could, Eric, however, I do not want it. I don't want them to run up there thinking they can get at it to destroy it. That whole area has to be off limits. I don't want them just... No, they're not. They'll only come up here if they have nothing else to fight, to hit. Oh, I gotta try something first. Okay, let's build 2 circuits. I should have looked at that beforehand. So Eric, yeah, Kelly Lee just answered the question. They'll, whatever gives hits, whatever, I jumped that time, I shouldn't have. Whatever hits gives them damage, the zombies will go after. Oh, it does have gravity issues. You just have to know how to get around them. Okay, so that is clipping there. So let's do this. Nope, can't build it from there either. Why is it attaching like that? Why is it attaching up like that? Okay, so it will build there. Good. Okay, so we got everything we need to build it. I need some brick. Thank you, Penelope. Oh. Mbaka. Let's take that down. Come on, there we go. Thank you. Close enough. Will they go there? They will. Look at that. I knew there was a way up here. You know what? That's kind of ugly. We'll build that another way. As long as I'm here, let's activate that. Okay. Let's build this a different way. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. There we go. That's cleaner. Okay, now I'm probably going to be short what I need for this, but that's fine. I am. Nails and rebar and whatnot. I have no doubt about that, Penelope. You're a smart young woman. I was just going to say, Scritty, this is starting to look like one of my bases again. Is it just me or did that go up? Did I read that wrong before? True, Kelly, a little fall damage never killed anybody, but sometimes a lot of fall damage has. Yay! About flippin' time, eh? Oh, and I have 2 pieces of wire left. Let's take you. And go here to you. Let's go here and let's just say giants only and turn that off for now. Okay. So granted, that's maybe a little bit ridiculous up there, but really, the whole premise of the game's a little bit over the top, right? Okay. So, oh, ammunition. We need railgun ammunition. I wanted to make 2 of them. It'll go off this way. There's not a problem on that. Why do I have an extra switch though? I've got an extra switch here. Oh well. Ammunition. Focus, stay focus. Six. I need my Duracells. There we go. You're welcome, PJ. Tell you what, John Miller, if it does not go off, if we don't get giants this So if we don't get giants and it doesn't go off, I will set it to animal or something like that, and we'll see it fry. How's that sound? So, now that could this base keep going to wave 100? Probably. I think there's a good chance of that. I really don't see why this base couldn't last that long. So that's hooked up down into there. This battery, which is just going into there, so that'll fry, and those two windmills up there will fry. But if I repair this and that, it should fire a second time. I do, Kelly Lee. I do think this base could handle 7 giants, and here's why. The railguns, I only built the railgun, for lack of better terms, for shits and giggles. I would never include this in this base. But what I would do is build a second rocket launcher. And with 2 rocket launchers, hey Climatics. With 2 rocket launchers, I would have no issues with taking out the giants. You're welcome to your opinion, Kelly. I really don't think that this base would have any problems with 7 giants. And here's why. Because if they got too close to the base, I would just jump down and run around and let the rocket launchers take care of them. So, and I would probably set this here is just frivolous just because it's wave 20 and I wanted to see the railgun. Sure they can, Kelly. Again, Kelly, you can believe what you want. I have a different opinion. If you watched the White Whales, day 145, he ran around with all of those zombies on the battlefield and had pretty much no issues staying out of their way. And his long-range weapons took care of them, and he didn't even have rocket launchers. He had a handheld one, but he didn't have these. I have no issue jumping down to deal with them. If it's something that needs to happen to defend the base, then you jump down and you deal with it. And that's true, Kelly Lee. But as I said, if you watched a white whale, he did wave 145 with just trebuchets and mortars. Didn't even have rocket launchers. Now, there's certain things I would probably do differently if I was to do this again. And that is, I would make this platform, okay, this platform here, I would make higher. And I would make it flat so that these would be further out so they could fire both directions. Right now, I've kind of gotten a little, this gets in the way. No, they can't really fire back there. And I think the biggest thing is just going to be the ammunition. So we've got 16 rockets here. That should be enough for the 2 giants that we're going to get, if we only get 2 giants. I could always make some more ammunition. So as I said, once you've got your base built, somebody made the comment, let me just find, I think it was Climatics said, you know, basically the problem is it's just going to be tedious to make sure that you have all the ammunition that you need. And that's pretty much where I think it's going to be as well. Right? I think it's going to be a pain to get the copper and everything that you need. However, that's where... No, Kelly Lee, it's not hard feelings. I'm just explaining. You know, I've seen other people play the higher waves. Yeah, John, the subway respawns every time you go away from it. These two machines here will give you more than enough copper every single day to keep your rocket launcher going. So let's look at rocket launcher. 1 copper, fuel. Let's do this. Let's do that. Do I have any? I have no iron. Quit hitting on my stairs. You're gonna make me jump down. Oh. Hold on a second. I'll take this back up to 300 for the wave. That's some pretty impressive emoticons there, TJ. TJ, sorry. So, I got 3 copper from the one and 7 copper from the other. So that's just 1 refill. Those machines are never gonna give you enough to rapidly build a base. What they will do, though, is give you enough to maintain a base. Does that make sense? So I see these machines not as a way of being able to build a base, but as a way of being able to Is the loot in the miner area random or based on the place you mine? From my understanding is, someone said the stones were random, but when I go back to the same area, depending on how many times I played the game, the stones turn up at the exact same place every time. Souvlaki, as in the dish souvlaki? The wonderful marinated meat souvlaki? I am very familiar with souvlaki. And quite fond of souvlaki. Actually, I'm quite fond of most Greek food. No, climatics, if we had that, what would we do during the day, right? Because, I mean, really, after a certain point, everything's looted. You've been everywhere. Okay, so we got 31 rockets. What do we have here? 156, that'll be more than enough. 168, that's more than enough. I mean, I barely use these. But you know what? Let's put some more of that ammo in. Okay, that's good. That would be a handy thing to have, climatics. Skip to wave. Like, hey, I've done everything I can do. So, this thing is not taking any damage, not really. So I need to keep remembering to check these areas, because they do get a little lax at times because the base is operating so well. Yep, already did that. I'll check it again for you though, Rocco Man. 90, 95, 93. $97. I mean, these really aren't taking much damage anymore. So I don't know if anybody's been noticing, but the log throwers really aren't attacking the front of the base anymore, and they're not going after my lights. So if you've been seeing that, there's a reason for that. Yeah, I've got defensive mods in all of them. That one's a +5, +4, and +4. So they take less damage in all of those. I was going to put offensive ones in here, but it doesn't really seem to be necessary. So let's put some fuel in there. We've got those fully loaded with 1,000. Let's just deactivate that. Give the batteries a bit of a break. So the reason why the log throwers aren't throwing at the front of the traps anymore, front of the base, is because the zombie AI is set such that it will, if it takes damage from something, it will run towards what took damage at it, take a swing, and then go back to path to you. This set to heavy and this set to heavy is going to cause damage to the heavies while they're still a long ways away. Because of that, can I make that jump? I can. Cool. So because of that, they will path to try and get to those before they do anything else. So they'll go after my mortars before they go after anything else, unless that chain gets broken up. So when they're coming up here, they get knocked off, they take damage. They're still trying to get up to the mortars. So that's why the base hasn't been under as intense attack recently. Yeah, if they haven't taken damage, they'll start to attack buildings. That's annoying. They'll attack buildings and foundations and anything else like that. So by hitting them before they get near any of that, they're going to try and attack what just hit them, which is the mortars, which are way up here, which means they have to make it through everything else to get here. So the only other thing I could see possibly upgrading on this is, one, I'd get rid of this battery and get rid of that. And like I said, put another rocket launcher. In fact, the one rocket launcher should be here. The other one should be here above these two. And then this area would be kind of open. Is for the shocker up front, building possibly another battery bank so that it can run the whole night. That's the only thing I could see needing to upgrade or change on the base, other than where things are aiming and how they see things. Yeah, that should still be able to fire through here to take them, hit them coming up there. So there's a method to everything that I put down. On the base. I'm not just throwing a trap there because I think it would be cool to have a trap there. Let's just take a look at these. We'll repair that just in case. I don't think I've repaired these for a few waves. I have 3 upgraded. Okay, so those are up and operational. Good. So once these fire, we'll know that they're coming, and we can turn on the shocker. That's the perfect position for them to come from. Better safe than sorry, John. Better safe than sorry. That's why I said that's what I think I would do is put the 4th battery on. And then I'd feel pretty comfortable with it running all night. Look at the deer, just calmly eating over there. So you can see that's a logger that's been hit over there. We got 1 battery almost gone on the shocker. Maybe I'll just leave the shocker on all night. Just see what it does. I still love that scream. I see giants coming. So that's what you do. It fried this, it fried that. And it's ready to fire again. And if it fries a second time, I'll just turn this one on. Yeah, the shocker will hurt you. Kelly, I'm not that silly. I don't even know where it fired. I couldn't even see where it... I think there was a... I think there was a giant somewhere out there. I think that's where it fired. Three-headed chipmunk instead of... So all the batteries up there are in good shape. This one, it's got enough charge to do twice. Oh, it did fry the system, Monta. That's just it. It did fry it. I've just got it sitting down here and I repaired both parts of it. Hey, Red Zero Gaming, how you doing? Just because it's fun. Never fails. Thank you, Red Zero. I don't think it did. I think it just fried back to the battery. I don't see them sparking up there and they're turning. So I guess we'll see that when we go up top to see. There's Kiwi. I set myself on fire and he comes out of the woodwork. There isn't at this time, Monta. No, none of your traps. The railguns will not do damage, but your ballistas and your other long-range traps will, trebs, everything like that will do damage. So I can come here. And that is now deactivated, and I can come down and just see More damages. That one's a little bit... Yep, the controller was fried. I fixed it. So it did fry, but I just fixed it. I repaired it. So that's the way you can work it around it. You have to have it close. And again, the miniguns really aren't necessary. They're just kind of fun. You can see these ballistas, they clean up anything coming down this way. Now I can get rid of this guy this way, or I could go up and turn on the railguns and the railguns will hit him. Yeah, we were supposed to get 2 giants. Yeah, the miniguns can, like, so he's getting flamed, he's getting hit by the ballistas, keeps him from there we go. Okay, so let's turn off heavies. Thanks, Redzo. Yeah, you know what, Danny? I'm thinking that could be the possibility. So let's head out that direction and see what's there. So that can be deactivated. And that can be deactivated. So now I think everything's deactivated. Thanks, Scruty. Thanks, Danny. Yeah, Climatics, the silence is nice, isn't it? I want to see if the... Okay, so it did fry. Well, I don't know if it did. Yeah, I don't know if that just fried on its own. So I don't know if it ended at the battery. And it didn't go back to the windmills. Okay, I want to go see if we got one or two giants. What do you got more hours than I do in this game, Harry? So the stairs only came down 92%. And I think that the Korean YouTuber has more hours in this game than I do. I need to put lights up here so I can see what it's shooting at. So I don't have a chip or anything yet. Okay, so maybe you don't have more hours than I do. Okay, I can't tell if I got a giant or not because, well, I mean, we shot one, but I didn't get a chip or anything. So there's no real way to know what we maybe did or didn't get. Well, I did get, that's the most research papers I've had, period. I've not gotten 1,000 research papers from a single wave before. So that's by far and away the most research papers. Now, there are a couple bags here I haven't seen, but I would have thought... Oops, oops, what's this one? There's a +10. Well, we know there was at least a zombie out here because it wouldn't have fired if there wasn't a giant. Because it was set to giant only. Yeah, you did put a lot of hours into Valheim, didn't you? Yeah, I'm at a loss to know where that bag may or may not be. So Rocco, you thought you saw a +20? There we go, +25 in a chipset. Okay, so the giant was here when it got shot. Yeah, I'm going to put lights up out here. Definitely needed. Oh, look at that. Leaves. And then I can put one against the side of the building as well, and that'll help. Oh, here's another one. A +10. Silly buck. Okay, so we know we got a giant. Give me a moment here. Ah, Jason. I'm glad the strategy is working for you. So if he has 3 heads, what does the baby? So is the green one the male and the white one's the female, or is it the stronger? Is the female the stronger in green? Because judging by this game, they ran away. What? Okay, let's try that again. It's only a flesh wound. That was actually quite funny. I don't think I've ever seen that in the hours I've put into the game. I don't know if we take a look at this. I got 50 gunpowder just from the wave. That's pretty big. What did I mean, we went through a fair amount of that ammo. I didn't need to have both of them firing. I could have just had one. See, Harry knows how many hours I have in the game. So I have 2 more chips. Not like that means anything, because they're kind of useless. Now that's a lot of hours in Valheim. Holy. And that game just came out. Yeah, I can't imagine 1,300 hours in Valheim already. You must be doing some pretty heavy grinding days. Because I know I did a lot of grinding days in that game. Okay, so here's the deal. I really don't think this difficulty has much more to offer us. No doubt, Adventure Bros. That's a lot of hours, John. Although I do think I have over 2,000 hours in 7 Days to Die, so. And a lot of that 7 Days to Die is playing with my wife, so. I don't think this difficulty has a lot to offer. However, if you guys want to see how this progresses, I will keep doing it. But what I might do is, you know, just do wave 25, wave 30, wave 35, wave 40. Just do the big waves on stream. And then for the regular stream, I'd like to go back and do a higher difficulty and try a couple options. I have a new idea of a base. That hopefully will eliminate even better the loggers doing damage. And we can kind of move forward from there. That's still being drained. Oh, that's turned off. That would be why. That's not turned off. That's what I'm thinking, John. Just come back for some important ones. It still means I got to play the game a whole lot. Any of you who saw my first videos in normal, quite often what I did is I just turned the game on and left my player sitting on top of the base during the day and just let it take care of all of and then I would just record the wave. I really didn't play the game that much. I was getting caught up on other things. So, however, I am going to take the railgun down. I just did it to show what it could do, and I will do the double rocket launcher instead. So I will look at doing another playthrough. Oh, this isn't hooked into anything. Well, that's kind of silly. Okay, let's hook into this. There we go. But yeah, I'll come back, I'll revisit this one, and then we'll start a new playthrough. So Tuesday night will be a new playthrough, and we'll go to a higher difficulty. And again, I'm still experimenting. It'll be either survival or challenge. Um, but I've got some things I need to kind of work out in terms of how to get into the hospital, how to get into the research center, and get what you need without dying. So, hey, Groby. On that note, thank you everybody for joining me today. I know I'm going to miss people. Danny, Kelly Lee, Scritty, John, Adventure Bros, Harry. Steven, Climatics, Rocco Man, Genesis Sin, who was in earlier, Red Zorro, sorry, Algorithm, Jason, John, who was in earlier. That's John, aka Nico. Chris R, who was in earlier. Petros, Monta. Oh my, there's so many people who are in. Eric, thank you very much. Stephen, I think I may have mentioned you if I didn't. Juta, who was in earlier. Wow, so many people. Kiwi, how could I forget Kiwi? He laughed when I set myself on fire. You're all very welcome. Fish and chips, thank you, I forgot about you. Okay, so Misfit, excellent. So, depending on where you are in the world and what time of day you're watching this, have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, or a good night, and I will see you all on Tuesday night stream. And yes, please don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Cheers.